What's going on, YouTubers? What's popping? It's finest, hosted by Extremely Exhausted Mike. I decided to just go ahead and push through this video. I just got off the phone with fam Eric. I had to cut the conversation short because I'm exhausted. We did some things with Eddie yesterday or early this morning or whatever we're gonna call it, because we left his I'm about to say his garage, so we left his storage unit just under 2 a.m. and I am exhausted. I know the two of them are. You're probably wondering what the hell is this thing he's holding in his hand. This is basically the rods that I use, as you see all my shelving here. The thing is, all these are real walls. In my GI Joe room, right where the closet is, there's that drywall on that corner, and I don't know what kind of drywall they use. I don't think they use anything real strong. And being that I had transformers up there, I guess one too many, you know, made the whole wall come in. It did cause some damage, unfortunately, to my custom Starscream Night Raven, but it didn't cause any. I don't think it really caused any damage to any of the transformers. I won't know until I transform them and or put them back. I decided to go and get another one of these because basically, if you look at this shelving here, I have three because of how long it is, so it don't warp. On this wall, I have two, and it is kind of warping a little bit. But the way I did it, I mean, I can always take this stuff down, which I don't plan on it. But being that obviously the shorter this is, the more weight's gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? Like the longer something is, the more weight it holds. The shorter, obviously the less weight it holds. Um, but being that this wall, the figures are heavier. So that's why I went with three versus this. I just went with two. I just went a little wider. And I believe on this wall I did the same thing. I did two, and this one is two as well. And most of them in my GI Joe room are, I believe, are two, not three. But that one wall, being that it's all just drywall, I'm gonna add a third. So I already plugged the holes in. Oh, now my baboon spider's coming out. So I already plugged the holes. So once that turns white, I'll go ahead and sand it. So I gotta move all those toys out the way, and after that, then I'll just re-put holes and I'll add an extra one. This one is longer than the other two. The other two, I believe, are about maybe probably about yay short. This one is a little longer because it's I have an air vent there. So the other two I'll put boom boom, and then this one I'll put in that corner. So this will actually add more structure, and then I'll add a different type of anchor because the three shelves fell. None of my other shelves anywhere else fell because I did a great job, except in that area. I didn't realize that that's just a real thin drywall. So I'm guessing when they did this house, they added that little that little closet area, and they must use just a real thin, shitty piece of sheetrock or drywall, what we're gonna call it. So it wasn't really meant to hold any weight or whatever. Obviously, and I maybe tomorrow I'll probably go to a lumber yard somewhere and see if I can get two or three pieces of 16-inch shelving, and then I'll do the same thing right where my light switch is, so I can add some of those transformers right behind that door. That's my plan. And most likely I'll probably go with something just as long as this. I like you. Yeah, you always want to go with the thicker, stronger ones because these actually help with weight. It helps contribute weight straight down. Like basically, yeah. Obviously, the more sturdy and stronger these are, the longer your stuff will stay in place. You put the right anchors, the right screws, and you're probably saying, okay, well, if that's the case, then why your thing fell? Well, evidently you must not have been listening in the last 4 minutes. I didn't realize it was cheap drywall, so I'm gonna use a different anchor, and I'm gonna add this one rod to add more structure. Obviously, it's common sense. It's like a fucking column for a building or a house or like for a roof and you have a rafter, you know, the more rafters you have, the longer and stronger your support is. The more beams you have, the more structural the more stronger your structure is going to be. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I also got obviously 3 more whatchamacallits, but I'm going to leave it up for about 3 or 4 days so it'll treat good, and on top of that, so that way nothing come tumbling back down. I still got some Transformers and Decepticons still on the floor, so hopefully nothing's broken. So anyway, enough of that. That's why I had this in my hand. You know, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I was telling Fam Eric about a week now, or close to a week, or early this week, I believe, that, you know, that whole shelf came down. And it's not that big. It's not, but, you know, it has some nice stuff on it. I'm hoping nothing broke, other than, I wouldn't prefer nothing, but if I did have to have something break, at least it's that, hopefully. Other than that, I do have a lot of crap I gotta show you guys. I'm doing a deal with Fam Eric for some stuff. We're gonna see how that works out. Outside of that, I'm gonna show you some stuff. I'm all over the place, so don't mind me. I did pick this up on Sunday at Toy Tokyo's store. This is a 350. This is the Batman. I think there's a DX version of it, but this version is okay. I know some of y'all probably like, why'd you get that William Patterson Batman if you don't even like him as an actor or like the movie? I didn't really have a problem with the movie. I mean, the movie was more realistic. Like, they did make it more like if he was like a real, you know what I mean? Like, they did make it a lot more realistic than all the other Batman outside of the Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. But it was more, you know, what's it called? And after watching it for the second time, I guess the more certain movies, the more you watch it, the better. I do like the highlights and stuff on the box. I don't really need to show you guys anything other than, I mean, anything period, because you guys already done seen millions of previews and reviews of these when it first came out. But I mean, I do like the hint of the red with the bat and stuff like that. It looks dope. Anybody who knows me know I'm a huge Batman fan. That's without a doubt. I mean, hell, my motorcycle jacket has a Batman emblem in it. It's slightly different as far as the Batman goes, but pretty dope otherwise. So I did pick up this bad boy. And I think even before that I got this. Where the hell I got this from, I don't remember. Oh, I got this from Forbidden Planet. I think the same day. This is the No Way Home version. I think it is. This is. I think I showed you guys this. The deluxe Doc Ock. I think that's yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. I didn't open it yet. I do have the No Way Home Green Goblin, played by William Dafoe, and this actor, I think he's Spanish, but he played in Doc Ock. I would like to get the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans from this particular line too, because I actually did like this movie. And I mean, would I get Electro? Probably not. Probably not. Unless I get it cheap enough. But I definitely want to get both of those Spider-Men, the Tobey Maguire No Way Home version, as well as the Andrew Garfield version too. So I do need to take this out and put this out. You probably can see, maybe, can you? Well, you can't really see him, but right behind the DeLorean and Doc Brown, you see that blue silhouette right here with the hood. That is the Olympic Mike Tyson, and that's the one I got. I had to air it and do a lot of stuff to get rid of that cigarette smell. I probably won't go back up to her again to get other figures, only because of the cigarette stuff. That took a lot, and you know, I didn't like driving up there in that crazy ass weather. I mean, that shit was crazy, man. But anyhow, yeah, price was decent, but most people, just like myself, don't like buying things from anybody who comes from a smokehouse because the stuff will stink, and I know what to do and how to go about it, so that worked to my favor. Favor. I said favor. See, when I'm tired, I talk even crazier. All right, so outside of that, yesterday I had to take Isaiah to the dermatologist in the city for one of his appointments. Michelle was also in the city taking care of some stuff. That's my daughter. So we made a day of it. So picked her up on 34th Street, took him up to 96, and took care of that. Came back down, went to Chinatown. We ate. Walked around for a minute, and then from there we went to Toy Tokyo, and I picked up these two, then we came home. So this is the DX28 Darth Vader, aka I am a huge Darth Vader fan as well. Darth Maul too. And this Darth Vader is badass. This is the if I don't break it, this is the Kenobi. I wanted to make sure it's the right one. I paid up for this. This thing basically costs almost $500. $50 shy of $500. So you got OWK DV Deluxe. So I'm gonna say that means Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader Deluxe, and this is DX28, not DX27. There's two versions of this. This is the deluxe set with him that come with the. I'm gonna actually display him all messed up because that shit was awesome, man. That was like, I think to this day, that's my favorite Star Wars fight scene to date. And that says a lot from a guy who watched every fucking Star Wars movie. Didn't like Rogue One, and I liked all the other Star Wars. I didn't really like Rogue One that much because it was too much of a suicide mission, and I personally have a problem with people that are into suicide and stuff like that. For my own personal reasons, with family and friends. So I don't like stuff like that. And to be honest, I really didn't like Rogue One. And then this, I do want to get my hands on the other two because I am a huge Clint Eastwood fan. So maybe you guys will probably know where I'm going with this. I didn't even know Toy Tokyo had these. I would love to get the Fistful of Dollar one and the other one, Blondie, I believe. I forgot. But they did have my man Harry Callahan. Pretty dope ass figure here. They still had it. I mean, he was $300, but I didn't care. Had the money, and I am a huge fan of him. Ironic, considering that this is coming from a guy that got rid of that kept going back and forth between 1/6 scale for years, and my whole plan was to just get 1/6 scale Star Wars figures. It wasn't to get deep into Marvel Legends the Marvel figures or whatever or anything like that. But I did know when I did see him, take a visit to Sideshow, and as they were doing the Sideshow figures, he gave the go-ahead. Now, Clint Eastwood is a class act, straight up, no BS kind of individual, and to have him go somewhere and give somebody the rights to his likeness and then go there and visit it and give a thumbs up for them, and that's Clint Eastwood, that's badass. And I was like, yo, I got to get those figures. Because I remember when, back in 2009, 10, 11, when they had a lot of people that used to do kit bashing or custom figures. Their custom figures are like anywhere from $800 to $1,500. And this is back then. So to get a licensed figure for a fraction of that, I'm okay with that. Now, I grew up on Dirty Harry. And this is Clint Eastwood Legacy collection. And it is fucking badass. Like, if this is not Harry Callahan, I don't know what is. Like, this shit excites. Like, I am so stoked. I mean, this is badass, man. To be honest, this shit means just as much or more to me than me getting a lot of the G.I. Joes I've been getting lately. And that should say a lot for anybody who know me. But for a lot of you guys out there who are new to knowing me, don't really know how much of a huge fan I am of Dirty Harry. Like, yo, they got the fucking vest. They got the suit. They got the tie. They got that big butterfly collar, which was big in the 60s and 70s. And of course, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? This is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world. And they even got his San Francisco shield with the ID. You can't really see the ID, but this is pretty badass, man. And I'm very, very, I mean, Sideshow really did a good job on this. I'm pretty confident that they probably did use some of the Hot Toys people to do the head sculpt and stuff. Or I think it was done by somebody. I don't really remember, but I don't really care. Junko brought it down. I looked at it. I mean, I know I was gonna buy it anyway. So this is bad, man. Like, oh my god, look at this thing. This shit is dope. I don't know who, if anybody done reviews of these. This is badass. Yeah. But I won't be surprised if Hot Toys or somebody do one. I mean, I mean, I think their head sculpt could have been slightly better, or maybe when they did his, I would say there was probably a better I probably think it's definitely safe to say that they probably were in were in production with it, and that's probably why he gave the thumbs up. I mean, I think he probably would have gave a thumbs up on it anyway, just because it looks. I mean, he's like, wow, it does look like me. You know, so somebody like him, this would be badass. But to the average collector or somebody who used to buy those, like I forgot some of the guys' names, so I don't want to butcher nobody's names, who did like a lot of the 1/6 scale presentations of these. But man, listen, this is nice. The quality is nice. I mean, it feels like a real suit from the 70s. I mean, it's definitely Harry Callahan. I mean, the cheekbones, the lips, the nose, the side profile, the hair. I do think they could have did better with the hair highlights. The head sculpt and I do think. I mean, it's nice, man. I mean, it's definitely him. I think the pants should have been a little bit more looser. You know, shoes are really nice. The body and the build is pretty dope. I do think the legs are a little too thick, cause Clint Eastwood was always a slim guy. I mean, he's not. I mean, he's a slim guy. And I mean, I do think that I think the legs are. I think in the thigh area is just slightly too thick. And I do think that the pants should have been a little bit more baggier, not as. I mean, back then nobody really. I mean, it's a fucking beautiful piece, man. I mean, it's definitely him. I'm gonna keep the shield inside. I don't need that, but look at this. They even did the elbow patches. Well, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Definitely nice. Heavy. It's kind of heavy too. I would definitely like to get the two western ones. Definitely a heavy piece. I don't like the fact that I'm gonna say that I don't think that they put any. Yeah, I mean they put on the bottom with the signature, but I don't think that's good enough. For me, that's not good enough. Like, it's like a octagon, almost an octagon shaped, very thin, cheap nameplate on the back. It does have a signature, and it says Legacy Edition, and it says Sideshow Collectibles on the back. But I think they could have done better than that for the price and everything of this. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. But why they didn't put that on the front, or why they didn't put Dirty Harry on it. Like they could have done better. So I wouldn't be surprised, being that, you know, they do deal with Hot Toys. I wouldn't be surprised if they turned around and actually you know, gave a license to Hot Toys, or Hot Toys decided to do a better version of it. Because let's face it, Hot Toys, I mean, even though Sideshow does deal with Hot Toys stuff is second to none. Like, I would say hundreds of times better than Sideshow. But I am impressed with this piece. Like, I am very, very impressed with this. I mean, you know, like I said, I think the legs should have been slightly slimmer in the thigh area. The pants definitely should have been a little baggier. And the pants should have been a little higher. Because his pants were kind of like high waterish back then. Like, I could sit here and talk to you guys. But he gave the go ahead, and you know, what better way than to have Harry Callahan sit back and give the go ahead and say, yeah, I think it's great, punks. And this is it. Like, you know, it'd have been nice if they kind of added a little bit of this or Dirty Harry on the actual base plate. I mean, come on, man. 2023, and y'all still doing crappy shit like this. Like, that's pathetic. You know, I mean, everybody's talking about Sideshow. I mean, there's a lot of stores that I know that are actually saying that they think they're gonna stop dealing with Sideshow because the fucking prices are ridiculous on what they're charging on everything. And I mean, I know a couple of stores that are saying this. And, you know, everybody's talking about how, you know, Sideshow used to be good when they were struggling and they knew they needed people to buy their stuff, like you know, stores to buy their stuff. But now that they you know, like, they run around acting like they're God Almighty and they don't need nobody, when it wasn't just the customers, but it was the stores that brought the product. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, without the stores buying a product to sell to people that wanted the shit, Sideshow wouldn't be nowhere. And, you know, a lot of people are not liking the way they're allocating pricing and this, that, and the third. I mean, I like this piece. I think it's nice. Is it $300 nice? I mean, again, you know, nobody licensed a Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry figure before. I mean, I do think that the tie, I mean, the collar, I think they're a little off on it. Let me see if I can kind of fix it a little bit. Yeah. Because it's, you know, first of all, it's not bad. It's a nice figure. The head sculpt, the paint apps on the hands, I do think that, you know, it should have been a little bit more shiny at the fingernails. The paint apps on the actual head sculpt itself. One thing I do think that Sideshow and Hot Toys do a lot is they don't add the right pigmentation to Caucasians. I mean, I do think their black characters are way too dark. They normally stay with the same kind of base color to all blacks almost the same color, which is like fucking ridiculous, especially for what these idiots charge for this stuff. They should definitely do a lot better. Because technically, you're paying for the fucking head sculpt. When it comes to any figure they do. This piece, I can understand why they did what they did. Just because, I mean, hey, it's Clint Eastwood, you know. I mean, a tough, rugged guy like that, you know, I could really see that. I can only imagine that he probably really didn't want just anybody making a likeness figure to him. Or maybe this late in the game he realized maybe his son Scott or somebody's like, yo, listen, this is hot or whatever. Clint Eastwood is he's an older man, but he's not stupid. You understand? So maybe this is like, again, a legacy that he's leaving behind for being able to give the thumbs up. I mean, for anybody to sit there, I mean, a legend like him, Dirty Harry, Fistful of Dollars, Blondie, come on, man. Like, that is like fucking Bruce Lee. That's like if Bruce Lee was still alive and he gave one company to go ahead and say, hey, I like the likeness, I like that figure. Whatever he says goes. So it's like, yo, you're like, hey, listen, the man himself said this, that, and the third. So who gives a flying fuck what somebody else say? I mean, at the end of the day, this is not a figure you see just roaming around anywhere. I was there, and I was looking around, and I noticed it. And I mean, look at that. I mean, the profile is crazy. Again, I do think that they should have made the hair highlights should have been a little bit more better. To me, I think. I mean, this late in like the skin tone. I mean, he's pale. I mean, you know, they should have gave him a little bit more pigmentation, a little bit more peachy feel to him, and his hair should have been a little bit more glowy. I mean, it looks nice, but it still has that cartoonish look to it. Like the paint apps to the hair is a little off. The shoes, the outfit, the body, very heavy, very, very detailed, nice clothing. I'm pretty sure they wanted to really do up on it just cause they're like, hey, listen, you know, we got Clint Eastwood, we got a legend coming through. We can't skim on this. You know what I'm saying? And just because he's an older guy don't mean that he probably don't know anything. I'm pretty sure, you know, I mean, it is a nice looking figure. I mean, it's him. I had to have it because I am a huge Dirty Harry fan, and I am a even huger Clint Eastwood fan. And I would like to get the other two, because, again, like I just said, fucking beautiful. Again, I think the pants should have slightly been just a tad baggier, and his thighs should have been a little bit more slimmer, and they definitely should have did something with that base, because that is a shitty base. This is why I really don't like Sideshow 1/6 scale figures. This is why I never got none of that their superhero figures, because I just think that they cheaped on them. I didn't like them. But this, on the other hand, I mean, it's Dirty Harry. Come on, man. That's Harry Callahan, man. I mean, that's dope, and it is a nice figure. I mean, I think the only thing that cheapens this is to be honest, is the base. They should have did something with the base. They should have. I mean, y'all work with Hot Toys. You sell and distribute Hot Toys shit. Why y'all didn't use a Hot Toys base? What was with that base? I don't know. It's like really, really like cheap and thin. I mean, it's very hollow, very cheap, and shitty looking. It doesn't compliment him. It's a real shitty looking case. So Sideshow, I mean, I always give Sideshow a hard time because I'm a straightforward person. I don't kiss nobody's ass, and I call shit for what the fuck I call it for. You know what I mean? And anybody who know me know that I've given them hard times over the years. If they're wrong, they're wrong, and you know it's your money. So if you're spending your money, you should get what the fuck you get. Again, beautiful figure. Am I happy I paid what I paid for it? I mean, dude, I never thought I would. To be honest, I didn't even know that figure was out yet. So when I saw it there, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And for the price it was, I had to have it. I mean, you know, I've been wanting Dirty Harry 1/6 scale figures for a minute. I just never spoke on it because I didn't know they came out already. So I do gotta try to track down the other two Western versions of them. I think there's two. I forgot what his name was in Fistful of Dollars in the other movie. I know he was Blondie in one, or maybe it could have been the same movie. It's been over 35 or more years since I watched the Clint Eastwood Western. So I don't remember his character name. I do remember that he was Blondie in one of them. That could have been it. But regardless of what it is, I would love to get those two just to have all three of them together because, again, he won't be here. He's not going to be here that much longer. I mean, come on. The man is in his late 90s. I mean, I hope he lived to see 200, but even if he lived to see 200, I know I'm not. But at the end of the day, you know, I would like to have a piece of history with him because, come on, man. Again, like I just been saying for the last 15 or more minutes, that's fucking Clint Eastwood, man. So outside of that, oh shit, I see my baboon spider came out. Hey, he's actually a lot bigger than I thought. Well, you know, spiders are nocturnal. Man, you know, I'm so fucking tired. I can't even think straight. So anyway, moving on from that shit. Let's go into these comics so I can take these fucking things downstairs. I got a nice care package from Fam Eric. I'm gonna show that later on. So let's get into these books. I think I got these books at the toy show last week from this one guy. And these books here I got from Dion. So, and this is the same day. This is last Saturday. So let me show you guys this. Now I paid $50 for these books. I still haven't looked them up to this day. So here we have. I may have some of these, but I'm hoping some of these are upgrades. So G.I. Joe Real American Hero Battle Force 2000 versus Dreadnoks. We have number 81. These books were like, he wanted $5 each on them, but he did 3 since I took them all. Since I took all of them that he had. But I'm gonna show you what initiated it. Then we have here Destro and the Iron Grenadiers. You got number 69. I may or may not have that. We have number 65 here. If I can grab it. Then we have here number 59, which is looks like Armored Cobra Commander and a Pogo going up against Outback, Tunnel Rat, and I can't make out this G.I. Joe vehicle. It's not one I know. And Raptor, the bird guy. Then of course we have here number 58, which Cobra Commander Reborn, and the armored suit. Then we have number 18. I don't even know what these go for. The Strangest Secret of All, number 26. Then we have here number 51. We got the Dreadnoks and the Thunder Machine with a Cobra sign, which is ironic because Dreadnoks will never have a Cobra sign on their vehicle, but whatever. We got here Ripper, Buzzer, and I think that's Torch. Number 51. I believe I have number 88, which is G.I. Joe versus Python Patrol, but this is probably an upgrade. So you got Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Flint, and Lady J, and then you got Dr. Mindbender. I don't know who that guy in that mad weird looking mask. Cobra Commander and Destro. Looks like a fake ass 1V version of Captain America next to Mindbender. Then we have here number 34, which I believe I do have this. And it looks like a Rattler shooting down Ace, and I think that's Cover Girl or Scarlet in the Sky Striker, number 34. Then we have here number 56 with Roblox, Scarlet, and Flint being shot down or being shot at from a helicopter I can't make out. He wanted $20 for this. I don't even know why I did it, but it's G.I. Joe number 2. In the back is G.I. Joe number 27, where, you know, basically Storm Shadow is kicking the shit out of Snake Eyes. And let's see which other ones in here. Let's see if I can make out this one. Number 26. Should be 4 books. 26, 27. And let's see if I can make out the other one. Nope, they're gonna make a. Oh, it's 3 books in here. Okay. So I paid $50 for this lot. Some of y'all probably like, damn, bro, that's a lot. Well, I have to agree. But I had the money, and I was like, fuck it. He wanted $5 each on them, and he wanted $30 for these. It was basically saying it was $10 a book since they are still sealed in the poly bag. So he's at $50. 50 was a lot better than 95 or $97, what it all came up to or something like that. So it was like a little, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever. I'm not going to spend that much time on dwelling on this shit. All right. Now, moving on. Let me show you guys what I picked up from Nick Monday. Now, you guys probably heard me say or mention Nick a lot during COVID, we've gotten a lot more closer. I knew him from years ago when he used to work, when he was the buyer for Mitch, who owned St. Mark's Comics on St. Mark's or East 7th Street in the Village, East Village. They only went out of business because I guess the landlords on that block sold all the properties. So they got a place in Sunset Park, basically in Brooklyn. And I think now Mitch and Nick are part owners together with the store now. And I still have a really good rapport with Nick. I mean, we haven't done deals in a while, but we've been trying to set something up for a minute. So he gave me a good deal Monday with some of the stuff I had, and I picked up a couple of items from him. So real quick, let me just show you guys what I got. Actually, Eddie gifted me these about a week or so ago. These O-rings, because he doesn't like these O-rings. He likes the thin ones. I like the real ones. So let me show you what I got from, what the hell's that? From Nick. Excuse me a second. What the hell these are? Oh. Okay. I know what these are from. Alright, so I'm going to show you the stuff I picked up from Nick. Oh, snap. I think I left it in there. Yeah, I did. Shit. Well, one of the air commandos is in the other room. I'm looking right at it, but I don't feel like getting up. So I did get that. But I think I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'll work out something with Fam Eric because I'm pretty sure he needs it. And I didn't realize I had it, but whatever. I just want to make sure I don't need the fucking little plasticky plain shit that it comes with. So I did get that and these from Nick, and he gave me a really good amount of cash for a lot of the loose Japanese robot stuff I had, and I wound up getting this con exclusive snake, like a Python Patrol snake. He had 100 on it, but I didn't pay 100. Then I got this Black Major 2016 Satan complete, which is like Black Major's custom version of like a red suited Storm Shadow, so to speak. And then here we got Lady J, which I've had her plenty of times, but she's complete. And he had 40 on her and 30 on the Black Major Satan. Of course, I didn't pay those for them. Got a couple of bucks off for each. So yeah. And again, the whatchamacallit, which is like 125. That he couldn't really do much on just because it came with everything. Well, I think the gun is missing. But anyhow, that figure, I think it's a Skymate or something like that. I think that's his name. So I gotta take these downstairs. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't show you. I gotta show you guys these too. But since I'm already, I'll get back to that. I'm like I said, I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm tired. So this book it's a piece of crap, but I finally decided to make it a lot easier. So if I do take this book with me, I would know what I have. I should have been done this. So I am embarrassed to say that there are a couple of figures in here that I do need. I mean, obviously, I need all the other Steel Brigades, including the gold helmeted version, but those are not regular figures. I'll get to that bridge when I cross it. But I need where is he? Where the hell? So So some of these guys I need to complete, but I need, once I get to them. Yeah, so the Rolling Thunder guy, I need Armadillo. Embarrassing, because I need him. What? Where is he? Right here. I need him. As far as regular guys go, we're not gonna really go into like all the mellow ways and all that other jibber jabber, because those are gonna be obscure pieces. And I need version 3 low light, which I had him plenty of times, and I think I sold him along with Armadillo a couple of times, thinking I had him, and come to find out I don't. And that is this low light right here. So those are two ones that I've had plenty of times, and I've sold them off and totally freaking forgot. And then outside of that, again, I'm not really going into the details on which mellow ways and convention pieces I need, because those are going to be difficult and expensive, but I will get them, even if it's one by one. But let me just show you, what the hell with it. I'm not gonna do that. It take up too much time. I just want to go into the regular ones. So from the rapid deployment force, I need that fast draw, repeater, and shockwave. I thought I had them. I think I have the weapons, or I have them. I don't know. I gotta look more into it. I do think I have them, but I need to really. If I do have them, I'm probably missing that little carry case that they come with. So I gotta look more. I gotta make sure, so I don't spend that kind of money on them. And there's some mellow ways I need. Of course, the name or create your own code, but that guy was expensive at the G.I. Joe. I'll probably get him sooner or later. And then from '94, I need this countdown. He's so elusive. I need to get him. He's that color. And I need the Action Pilot in orange. I have the blue one. Then I need the Action Pilot Astronaut. I need the G.I. Joe Lieutenant Joseph Colton box version, which is still 3 3/4. And I need a box version of the Action Pilot. So yeah, I need those guys. And yeah. And then just a whole shitload of vehicles that I still need to finish off this line. This line should have been finished off 2 years ago, but I should have been finished with that. Now getting to the stuff I got from my boy D last week. So here we have Green Lantern number 140. I'm gonna look this up as this video is loading. Green Lantern number 139. I'm more of a Batman fan when it comes to DC. We got number 195. I'm pretty sure these ain't shit, or they could be. Then we got Green Lantern number 15 in the back. Green Lantern number 150 with Hal Gordon on the cover. Green Lantern number 16. Then the Adventures of Superman number 524. And we got 2 white copies of Superman 100 and 1 black copy. So as you see here. Then these 2 books I'm pretty sure ain't shit. Valiant number 38, Bloodshot, and 34. Never been a huge fan of Bloodshot. And God rest JDF's soul, or whatever the hell you want to call it, but he screwed himself by doing all. I don't think Sony liked the fact that he leaked too much, because they was gonna get him to do the Bloodshot movie, but it backfired on him anyway, because during COVID, that movie sucked. I believe Vin Diesel played it. I never even watched the movie, but I heard it was just trash anyway. So he probably dodged the bullet, but then again, couldn't dodge a bullet because he offed himself. Like I said, I don't have respect for that. I feel a certain way and take it personal when people do shit like that. But teach his own. everybody got to fight their demons and go through life, you know, go through shit. But being that this man knew, I mean, I'm not gonna really go into that because you guys didn't do his security or knew him and stuff like that. And me and him had a lot of conversations on the phone and in person at the shows, and people, you know, poured their heart out and cried and hugged him and, you know, all types of shit. And it's crazy. You do one thing, say another, then you say one thing and do another. That's hypocritical. I don't give a fuck what you going through. Offer yourself as a coward way out. Period. Then this, we got here the 112 Harley Quinn. I did want this, so I did get this from Nick as well. I only got it because it was a classic one in her outfit. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, definitely gonna you know, display her with the with the mouth open, head scope, and that can't even think of the name of that fucking hammer, whatever thing. So they had this at 100, but I seen these at toy shows for 150. So go figure. Alrighty then. Then I got this from Eddie along with this. I don't remember if I showed you guys a video or not, but hey, you'll see it again. This is a misprint from Hasbro themselves, where they gave the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow backing with Big Ben and was it Whitefoot? Yeah, no, Whitefoot. Nameplate, but this is official. It is a misprint on their behalf. So I got that from Eddie. And I also got this from Eddie, which is actually still in the bag. This is one of the Melloway roadblocks. And this is one of them I needed. As you see here, he comes with his weapons and stuff. So this is a Melloway bagged. So yeah, buddies. So you got that. Then you got this stuff. I already showed you guys this. I'll show it again. You have the Python Patrol snake. And you see the Lady J and that Black Major Satan guy. And then I got one of the October Guards. Shrage, I think that's his name. I'm pretty confident he's one of the guys I need. So I did order those Volume 2 and Volume 3 G.I. Joe books. So I might just give those to Eddie, and I might just start writing in these books. But whatever. Alright, so we do have a lot of amount of G.I. Joes over here that I got to change out the O-rings. Where did I get? Oh, these are mine. These are mine that I took. Wait, are they mine? Or did I get these? No. I got these Sunday at Columbus. It's older white guy that's always in the news section. A lot of people don't deal with him because his prices are nuts. He is a little pricey with his shit. But stuff that he wanted $20 for was stupid, and then the stuff that he had for $5 should have been $15 or more, but I'm not gonna argue that. I did get Snake Eyes with the G.I. Joe patch on his thing, which I needed this one anyway. Which I needed him anyway. Then we got Falcon, because like I said, just like Fam Eric, I'm doing all O-rings. Might as well, especially if you can get these guys pretty cheap. Why not? Because most guys that will have G.I. Joes, if they have stuff like this, they'll sell these a lot cheaper than they would the regular Joes from the 82-94 series. So we got Stalker here, which is one of the other guys I needed. Then we got here Red Ninja. Only a ninja can kill a ninja. Where's Shay? And it's gotta be at least 60 or more O-rings in here. And then I got these from Eddie. Most of these guys are complete. So we got one of the Snow Serpent guys. I think I did show you guys these. I don't remember. Well, we got wetsuits. Some of these guys I gotta change out their O-rings, but I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys with this. I think I've done a video on these. If I didn't, I don't know. If whatever. Move this out the way. So yes, sir. Then I got more figures over here on the table. So yeah, this box, big box over here, I got from Fam Eric's yesterday or this morning. So we got some figures in here, some NECA stuff. You know, he gifted me 4 figs. I don't know what's what. I just don't feel like opening them. And this Dutch was in there. Quick, get to the chopper. Do it now. I'm so tired I can't even emulate him the way I should. But I do think NECA definitely should have made him a lot bigger. Like, he looks kind of skinny. I mean, the body shape and the delts and stuff is right, but I do think that he should have been a lot more muscular than what they did here. He looks almost anorexic, like old man. He looks like, because I think back then he was in his 40s or 50s, I would say. So he was definitely a bigger dude, but he looks like a guy in his 60s who's still working out, but just real slim. Like, again, he should have been a lot more muscular. They should have made him a lot more muscular. So let's look at the comic books that I got from Fam Eric. Because I didn't do it, and I was like, you know what, let me just do these so I can curse him out when I see crusty ass books. That's always an inside joke with us. So this is one stack. So here we have What If Miles Morales #2 became Wolverine. Okay. Looks stupid, to be honest. Miles Morales Spider-Man #21. Venom Lethal Protector, I guess that's going to be #1. X-Force #4, which I do think I have this. Web of Spider-Man #63. Web of Spider-Man #65. There's 2 of them. There's a direct and newsstand editions. Oh, whoa! Almost dropped my water. That was a quick reflexes, quick save. Then we got here #66, Web of Spider-Man. 67. 44. #10. Sorry about that. 94. 39. 47. 22. 14. 104. 79. 108. 84. 60. 53. 98. 93. 88. 85. Another 79. 77. 75. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 919. Whatever Happened to Mary Jane. It's a nice book. Whoa. Giant Size Annual Web of Spider-Man number 3. That one's seen better days though. We got Web of Spider-Man number 72. 34. I believe I have 29. Amazing Fantasy. This is a remake. I like these remakes. Some of these be worth money. Actually, this might just be from oh yeah, that's from Marvel Legends. Then we got Spider-Man Black, Blue, and Red All Over, number 1. It's a nice looking book. Look almost like Alex Ross. The Sensational Spider-Man number 1. Carnage Unleashed, part 1 of 4. That'd be dope if all 4 of them are here. That'd be kind of cool. Then we got 2 copies of Venom 1 with the Punisher. 2 copies of these guys. I think the yellow ones are Batman. Alright. It's a thicker stack. Woo! Heavy stack. Oh, my back. Ah! Definitely a thicker stack. So we got the first issue, Batman Incorporated. No, I'm just gonna throw these right in here because it's too heavy. Then we got Best of the Brave and the Bold, starring Batman and Green Arrow, number 1. Batman Gotham Knights, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. So we got 1 through 4. That's pretty badass. He knows I'm a Batman fanatic. And of course we got Green Lanterns. We got 185, which is ironic considering I just got some of this shit from Dion. Number 183. The Green Lantern Special number 1. Not really my cup of tea. Green Lantern. Batman and Robin, Bruce Wayne, The Road Home, number 1. Nice looking cover art. Batman and Robin, issue 1, Boy Wonder, I do have that. New 52 Future Ends, Batman and Robin, number 1. That's actually a nice cover. Knight's Quest to Crusade, Batman number 501. Detective Comics, 673. I don't think I have that. Is that 6 or is that 8? Yeah, 677. I may not have that one neither. 681. I'm hoping a lot of these I don't have so I can fill them in. And here we got Batboy and Robin. Sins of Youth. What issue is this? Number 1. It's actually a pretty dope ass issue. Batman and No Man's Land Gallery number 1. Superman starting Action Comics number 539. Then we have Marvel and DC presents The Iconic X-Men and the New Teen Titans number 1. This book definitely seen better days, but still a nice crossover. Then we got Batman and Superman number 1 annual. Catwoman Defiant. I think I have some of these kind of books. I think I have Bane and a couple of other ones. I may actually have that one too, but if I do, it may not be in that condition. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 34. Batman Shadow of the Bat, number 1. The Beginning of Tomorrow, number 0, Batman. Batman number 514. Batman vs. Outsiders, number 8. Detective Comics Batman number... Is that 8 or 6? There might be an 872 instead of 6. Like the other ones. I probably got them mixed up. My eyes, I'm tired, y'all. I'm sorry. 0 Hour Batman number 511. Batman and Detective Comics number 616. 669. 675. 508. We're winding down, y'all. Winding down. Batman and Legends of Dark Knight. I don't know which one this is. But it looks like I got 2 of them here. One pink, one green. I think I have some of these. I definitely think I do. Yeah, who we have? Batman 47. Variant cover. Batman, the Joker, Year 1, Part 1, 142. Nice looking cover. A lot of these books I'm not going to keep though. Red Hood, The Hill, number 1, because it's not my thing. Batman, the Brave and the Bold, number 6, 4, and 3. So we got 6 here. We got number 4. And we got number 3. Then we got Batman, Luck of the Draw, number 2. Superman versus Dracula. That's not even a fucking contest. Or maybe he is Dracula. Number 180. Sometimes I think that's how I don't really like Superman books. I think sometimes they just get stupid with these books because they don't got nothing else to do. The Batman Gallery, number 1. I mean, come on, Dracula. What he got? Kryptonite fucking fangs. Year of the Villains, number 17. Catwoman. So Selena Kyle's in one thing and a reflection showing her another. Superman Unchained, New 52, number 1. This book ain't really worth shit. Batwing, volume 3. Damian, Son of Batman, 1 of 4. Then we got Batman versus Superman, or Batman and Superman, number 13, 7, and 14. So we show beautiful as Supergirl there. Then we got this one. And then we got these 2. So I'm definitely going to go through these books when I get downstairs one of these days. Might be tomorrow because it's supposed to rain. So we'll see how that pans out. I'll put all these books down. I'm going to put all these books in here. I'll just put these this way so I know that those didn't come from Fam Eric. And yes, you guys and girls out there, I think that's about it. Wow, it was a lot quicker than I thought. Yeah, that's it, y'all. So I hope you enjoy and catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.